Welcome back. Have you ever caught a younger woman's glance and wondered if she's secretly into you? Attraction isn't always loud and obvious. Sometimes it's in the subtle cues, the way she looks at you, or even how she changes her body language around you. Today, we're breaking down 7 unmistakable signs that a younger woman finds an older man hot. If you've noticed even a few of these, chances are she's more than just being polite. 1. She becomes extra attentive to your stories. When a younger woman is attracted to an older man, she often listens to his stories with more focus than she does with others. It's not just polite attention. Her eyes might widen, her head might tilt slightly, and she may lean in physically. She's drawn to your life experience, finding it both intriguing and charming. This is especially true when your stories carry wisdom, humor, or a confident delivery. Older men often have a way of speaking that feels grounded, and she senses this maturity. Instead of checking her phone or drifting off, she's locked in, giving verbal affirmations like, "Wow, really?" or "Tell me more." This level of engagement is a form of admiration, and it often happens without her realizing it. Her attention also comes with an emotional layer. She's trying to imagine herself in your world. She's mentally placing herself in the situations you describe, connecting with the emotions behind your words. This is attraction disguised as curiosity, and it's one of the most sincere forms of interest. 2. She dresses better when she knows you'll be around. Attraction often drives subtle changes in appearance, and for younger women drawn to older men, one of the clearest signs is the extra effort in her style. This isn't just about looking good in general. It's about aligning her look with what she thinks you'll appreciate. She might wear more elegant outfits, choose more sophisticated accessories, or subtly adopt a style that feels more mature than her usual. This is because she perceives you differently from younger men. She may feel that to catch your attention, she needs to step up her presentation, highlighting her femininity in a way that matches your refined taste. Sometimes, you'll notice a shift in her perfume choice or even the way she styles her hair. These changes are rarely random. Women are deeply intentional about appearance when they care about how they're perceived by a specific man. If you've seen her in casual settings before, but suddenly she looks more polished and graceful when you're around, that's her quiet way of saying, "I value how you see me." 3. She asks your opinion on personal matters. When she seeks your input about relationships, career moves, or emotional decisions, it's more than curiosity. It's trust with attraction baked in. Younger women who find older men attractive often equate age with experience and stability, so asking for your perspective is a way to test your judgment and see how your worldview aligns with hers. These questions are often framed casually but carry weight. She's probing whether your values and emotional responses match what she's looking for. Notice the layers. Does she ask in private or in front of others? Private is intimacy building. Public is showing you off. Also watch if she follows up later with updates. Telling you what she decided after your advice means your input mattered. Even if she doesn't always take the exact advice, the fact she turned to you reveals emotional currency. She wants your lens on her life. Finally, this behavior often opens a feedback loop. When you answer thoughtfully, she'll feel heard and may escalate emotional disclosure. If she asks repeatedly about sensitive topics, family, past relationships, long-term goals, she's moving conversation from flirt to compatibility checks. Respond with grounded honesty and curiosity. That receptiveness often deepens attraction faster than flirtatious banter alone. 4. She starts initiating gentle, meaningful touch. Physical contact from someone attracted is rarely accidental. For a younger woman attracted to an older man, touch tends to be purposeful and context-aware. A light brush of the forearm during a laugh, a lingering hand on the small of your back when guiding you through a crowd, or a touch that corrects your jacket with a closeness that lingers an extra heartbeat. Those touches feel intimate without being aggressive. They test comfort zones and read your reaction. What separates flirt touch from casual touch is timing and intent. Flirt touch often happens at moments of emotional connection, after a shared laugh, during a quiet greeting, when she's expressing gratitude, and is followed by a glance to gauge your response. Duration matters too. A touch that lingers a fraction longer than necessary is a signal of interest. Hugs become slightly longer, handshakes become more like handholds, and playful pushes contain warmth rather than distance. Respect and consent are essential. These touches should never feel invasive. If you sense reciprocal interest, mirror gently and see if she escalates or pulls back. If a touch feels platonic, keep it friendly. The key is noticing the pattern. One-off touches mean little, repeated, context-sensitive touches are a clear, embodied sign of attraction. 5. She engages with you intentionally on social media. Modern attraction often shows up online. A younger woman who's into an older man won't just like recent posts, she'll engage strategically, liking older photos, saving posts, replying to stories quickly, sending direct messages that follow up on in-person conversations, or sharing content privately with a short note. This made me think of you. Those interactions indicate she's paying attention to your life beyond the present moment and wants a continued connection across contexts. The depth of interaction matters. A casual double tap is low effort. A comment that references a private joke or a DM that asks for your take on something personal signals higher investment. Watch for patterns like being among the first to view your stories, consistently reacting to your content, or posting photos where she subtly includes you, even in group shots, while tagging or mentioning you in a positive light. These are modern forms of showing and shaping interest. Interpretation should consider intent and frequency. If her online behavior complements her in-person warmth, it reinforces her attraction. If she's very active online but aloof in person, that could mean different things: comfort behind a screen, testing interest. Use online cues as part of the whole picture, not the sole proof. A thoughtful, low-pressure DM reply, or an appreciation of shared content can be a good, safe way to reciprocate. 6. She talks about the future in ways that include you. Referencing the future, even playfully, is a huge signal. When she says things like, "We should go to that in a few months," or "You'd love this when I take you," she's mentally positioning you in her upcoming timeline. Younger women who are attracted to older men often test for compatibility by imagining scenarios that require shared values and logistics. Travel, social events, career moves, or even small seasonal plans. Those scenarios reveal whether she pictures you sticking around. Listen for language shifts. Moving from I or me to tentative we or us language, even as a joke, shows she's exploring what a joint future might look like. She may also ask about your long-term goals, living situation, or how you imagine your 5-year plan. Not as interrogation, but as implicit matchmaking. This turns flirtation into a pragmatic inquiry. Is this person someone I can see next year, next summer, or in a bigger life phase? Be cautious about reading too much into early comments, but don't dismiss repeated future-oriented talk. If she keeps bringing up events months ahead and suggests doing them together, she's signaling intent and comfort with planning around you. If you want the same, reciprocate with your own low-risk future invites, a shared concert or weekend plan, and see whether she follows through with concrete scheduling. 7. She elevates your status when talking to others. A subtle but powerful sign. She talks about you to others in a way that highlights your strengths. Maybe she mentions your calmness in stressful moments, your funny anecdote, or how you gave great career advice. Instead of just name-dropping, she frames you as someone worth noticing. That public or private elevation is her way of taking social ownership. She's aligning herself with your qualities because she's proud and because social proof matters. How she does it reveals depth. Introducing you to friends with visible admiration. This is the guy I told you about who actually knows how to fix anything. Or defending your choices in a group shows she's invested in how others perceive you. She may bring up your achievements selectively to trusted friends, or brag about you in messages. Both are indicators she wants to be associated with your status and to see you through a flattering lens. This behavior is not theatrical, it's a social strategy. Elevating you gives her partner status benefits. People take you more seriously when someone they like validates you. If you notice this pattern, reciprocate with gratitude and by showing respect for her circle. It reinforces a positive loop where both of you gain social confidence and attraction deepens. Attraction from a younger woman toward an older man rarely announces itself in one grand gesture. It's woven through patterns of behavior, subtle shifts in attention, and the small but meaningful ways she interacts with you. When she invests in your stories, fine-tunes her appearance for your eyes, seeks your opinion, reaches out with deliberate touch, engages with you intentionally online, talks about a future with you, and elevates your presence in front of others. She's doing far more than being friendly. She's signaling genuine interest. The key is to view these signs collectively rather than in isolation. A single compliment or casual touch might mean nothing on its own, but when multiple signals keep reappearing in different settings, it's a strong indicator that her attraction is real. This understanding allows you to respond with confidence and clarity instead of guesswork. Ultimately, these signs aren't about playing games, they're about awareness. Recognizing them means you can choose how to move forward, whether that's deepening the connection or simply appreciating the chemistry. And if you've spotted these patterns in your own life recently, you might just be hotter in her eyes than you think.